What's up, gang? Can you hear me? How's everything going? Hopefully the camera isn't shaky. I think Hannah's pulling in from the gym. I want to see if she wants to poke her head in real quick. Hello, Hannah. How's she gonna look all sexy at the gym? What the hell? How you gonna look all sexy at the gym?
I took it off before gym.
Say hi. The mic is right here too. It's a little vlog setup.
You don't have it on your head today?
No, it's right here. And then the camera's right there. And then here's what it looks like.
Have fun.
I love you.
I love you.
Oh, you look great. So this channel, I have one video on this channel. So far, the video is doing great. I'm helping a lot of people, which is awesome. And which was the whole point of that video anyway. I didn't plan on wanting to do anything with this channel, to be honest, but I figured, hey, you know what? Why not? A lot of people have subscribed to this channel, and I wanted to do something with it. And I've always wanted to do car vlogs or moto vlogs, but I recently, as of a few months ago, that bike that y'all saw in that video, the Gixxer 600, I sold that bike to get this Lexus. So I don't have a motorcycle anymore for now. I still want to do like vlogs and car stuff. So I have a main channel, which is Coast to Make Sushi. Lexus gang, what up? I am a sushi chef, and I make videos towards like chefs in general / sushi chefs. If you might be interested in what I do as my day job, you can go to that channel and check it out. But this channel, I wanted to be strictly just no food related stuff, my personal life that I might want to vlog, or my car stuff that I do to my car. I have a Lexus IS 200T. It is 2017. I bought it used, but it only had 24,000 miles on it, so it was, I thought it was a really good deal, and I couldn't say no, so I had to pick it up. And I've been wanting a new vehicle for a long time, not brand new, but like new to me. That Gixxer was the last vehicle that I've ever bought, and that was back in like 2016, I think, when I bought that. So it's been a while since I've bought a vehicle, and I thought I'd talk about my vehicle history in this video. Okay, so the very first vehicle that I got to drive after I got my license was my dad's GMC Sonoma truck. It was old, it was busted, but it was faithful, it was reliable. And then my brother ended up buying a Volkswagen Jetta when he signed up for the military. But he went overseas, and he said, yo, you could drive the car as long as you take care of it. Okay, so I had the GMC Sonoma, drove that for a little while, and then my brother gives me the Volkswagen Jetta that he bought when he signed up for the military. So I was driving that for a few years, and then I ended up getting my very first motorcycle, which was the CBR 600RR. Love that bike. Great, fantastic bike. So I have the Volkswagen and I have the motorcycle. One night, I'm driving from a birthday party downtown, and on my way home, it might have been like 2 in the morning, but on my way home, I get rear-ended by an SUV at a red light. I remember seeing the guy walk up and say, hey, you all right? And then I looked at him and made a noise, made a sound, and then he gets in his car and books it. And I'm like, bro, what the f is this? I see the SUV take off. So my assumption is they didn't have insurance, or they were under the influence of some kind of substance, but they hit me and they ran. So now I just have the motorcycle. I'm borrowing my parents' Honda Pilot, which I have now. Eventually my parents give me the 3000 GT, and I was driving that for a while, but then I get T-boned in the 3000 GT on the way to work to Ichiban, and this was all within a few months of each other too. So after I get T-boned in the 3000 GT, my parents give me my little sister's Acura Integra that they bought her, because they had bought her another SUV. So I took the Integra, and Jamie had a white Suzuki SUV. I remember that. So at this point, I have the Acura Integra, and I have the Honda CBR 600RR. I move into a fancy apartment that's gated and everything, and it's beautiful on the inside, and it's expensive, but somehow my bike gets stolen from the apartment. The Honda CBR 600 got stolen from my apartment, and we reported it, and then we went to the manager's office, and they showed us the video of two people walking in, one person riding the bike out and the other person walking out. So I think it was a previous owner of that motorcycle. Either way, I got my money back from my insurance, and I mean, it sucks because it was my first motorcycle, but you know, it is what it is. Shit happens. So at this point, I just have the Acura Integra. I have the motorcycle fever still, and I'm like, dude, I can't be without a motorcycle. So I'm on Craigslist, and I find a Honda CBR 1000 RR. At this point, I felt like the 600 was perfect for me, but I wanted a little bit more power. Now I have the Honda CBR and the Acura Integra. But at this point, the Acura Integra is starting to get a little old, and I remember the CV axles were going out, and one day it just shot. My dad ends up fixing it, so I ended up driving that for a little while longer. And eventually I'm like, you know what, I kind of just want to get a new car because the Honda was giving me problems. The bike's battery on that model were so small, but for some reason it would drain it out really quick. So either the stator rectifier was going bad, or the actual battery on it, on that particular model, just wasn't good enough. I'm getting annoyed with the CBR, and the Acura is starting to fall apart. So I'm like, you know what, I'm going to trade both of these in and get a Subaru WRX. Alright. Got my energy drinks, got my snacks and my candies. I am going to eat some Bugles. Bugles chips, though. Them cheese one hits, but oh. Man, I can't even drive straight thinking about them cheese chills. Them cheesy, yeah, chills. That's what I got, So yeah, we're talking about vehicles, right? It was a 2010. It was like the slim body. I think it's called Lady Eyes. I'm not sure, but it was beautiful. I'm driving this thing. I believe I had it for like 5 months, and let me tell you why. So the first few months, I'm hype. I'm about it. I'm loving it, and I buy parts for it. I remember buying the full catback NVIDIA exhaust, which sounded amazing in that car because of the engine and their uneven headers give it that rumble. After I got the exhaust, I remember getting the Cobb little tuning device thing that I still have to this day. If anyone drives a 2010 and wants to buy a Cobb access port, I still have one. And I remember Pensacola, we had this huge flood, this huge rain that flooded the whole town. I'm at work, it's raining, it's pouring, the whole town is flooding. And I remember trying to drive home, and I tried to avoid all the intersections where there was congestion of people, and obviously people were trying to drive through these huge puddles and these floods. By the time I creeped up to this one intersection that was beside this church, the big Greek church if you're local, downtown on Garden, there's a small dip in that intersection. I didn't know, because there's no cars there, nothing to warn me that there's this huge flood, and I hydro locked the motor. So I ended up buying a Lancer GT. It's a 2014 Lancer GT, and this is the very first time I ever bought a brand new vehicle. Guys, it had I think 30 miles on it because of test drives. It wasn't fast, but it looked good. So this was my very first brand new car. I remember I got that car, and then I moved to Savannah. I moved back to Florida, and I get the itch again. I finally find the Suzuki, that one that's in that video, and it's in my price range. The mileage is decent, and the maintenance was upkept. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna have to do it. I bought the motorcycle. Anyway, so yeah, I had the Lancer and the Suzuki. I'm rocking that for a while. Then my girlfriend gets the opportunity to move to Hawaii, so I was like, you know what, I sold the Lancer to my coworker. My bike I left in storage. It wasn't fully paid off yet, so I just left it in storage, and I was paying for the note while I was in Hawaii. So at that point, I have just the Gixxer at the house, and I don't have a car anymore. But we moved to Hawaii, and I leave my bike in my dad's tool shed. So we're in Hawaii. She buys a super reliable, awesome Toyota Corolla. Can't go wrong with that car. And when we moved back from Hawaii, Hannah ended up buying a Hyundai Sonata from a local used car lot. And I went with her to go look at another car before she bought it. And there was this white IS350. And I was like, ooh, babe, we should get this. And she was like, no, that's way too expensive. It's not, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, you're right, but I mean, you know. I told myself one day I'm going to buy me a Lexus after I saw that car. And then I started working at the Jellyfish. Turns out my boss has an IS250. And I'm like, bro, I was literally just looking at one of these a couple weeks ago. Financially, probably not the smartest thing. However, for my mental state and my own happiness, worth it. Well worth it. I'm in a position now where I could still make my car payments, make my insurance payments, pay all my monthly bills, save money, and still have a little bit extra. It's tough, man. But I've been a sushi chef for this. I'm gonna hit 12 years this April, so I've been doing this for a really long time, and I'm now at a place where I'm a head chef and I'm making good money. So it's time to live like I make good money. Y'all trying to go all bougie? Be smart about it. So that's gonna be the end of this video. I hope it's recording. If you do want to support me, hit the subscribe button. It is free. So I really appreciate you guys if you watch this, and we'll see you again tomorrow, probably. Thank you guys. I really appreciate it.